Hi foodies, I'm Tammy, I'm Zed's Human. Welcome back to Clueless Cooking 101. This is our special Thanksgiving episode, and my friend Teresa let us use her beautifully remodeled kitchen for today's episode, and we're going to be preparing the best cranberry sauce you have ever had. Why are we going to do cranberry sauce? Because Clueless cooks generally don't host Thanksgiving, but it's really nice to take something, and if you take this cranberry sauce, you are going to be a hit. Thanks again, foodies, for joining us today. But before we get into actually making the cranberry sauce, would you do me a favor and like and subscribe my YouTube channel, Clueless Cooking 101, and you are very welcome to send me a recipe request anytime and I'll reply. Okay, you might be scratching your head as why I have all these ingredients for cranberry sauce, because you know the stuff that you get in the can just looks kind of like really weird. But I'm going to give you all the ingredients and this is going to taste fabulous. First ingredient, fresh cranberries. Second ingredient, organic raisins. Third ingredient, organic blueberries. Fourth ingredient, the dreaded organic sugar. Use a little bit of it. It's really important. Surprise ingredients, sriracha. Gives it a little bit of a kick. And instead of cooking these cranberries and all this stuff in water, we're going to cook it in orange juice. I happen to have squeezed my own, but you can buy it at, in the refrigerator section. I use cracked pepper. I use cloves. And I use some cinnamon. And also we're going to chop some pecans because it's really nice to have some texture. That's it. I know that most people don't actually like cranberry sauce, but this is the best you'll ever have, and we're going to get going right now in terms of preparing it. One of the first things that we have to do is just heat up the water, or the orange juice is what I use, so that we can cook all of this stuff. So remember, you can use whatever kind of orange juice that you want that you get out of the refrigerator section. I'm just a little OCD, so I made some fresh squeezed. You don't have to do that, but you can. Look at all that leftover orange juice. I'm going to make salad dressing out of that later. All right, one. And dollar store, $1.25. Don't forget these scissors. Cut this bag open. And you're supposed to rinse off cranberries, but I don't do that. Oh. And we're going to use 1/2 cup of raisins and 1/2 cup of blueberries, 1/2 cup of sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and get those ready. I've got my trusty little measuring cups, and this one's the 1/2 cup. These blueberries are organic, and you know, according to the health nuts, anytime you eat a fruit that's got the skin on it, you're supposed to buy organic, because when they spray bad guys onto the fruit, you consume them if you eat the skins. So there's our 1/2 cup of blueberries. As you can see, I'm not totally concerned about accuracy as long as it's around 1/2 cup. Oops, wrong cup. Raisins. Why do I use raisins? Because they're sweet and you'll actually never taste them once everything is cooked. These cranberries have pretty strong flavor. All right, and do 1/2 cup of pecans, and I have this, I'm cheating. I recommend a magic bullet because you can do everything with a magic bullet, but this is a little chopper. And there are even, oh, she told me that there's a thing over here. I'm just going to chop up some nuts. We're going to make some noise. Plug your ears. wise people tell you not to put your fingers down in there while it's plugged in, but I do it anyway. Okay. I take out the big pieces because I'm impatient. If you want to grind them up, or your grinder does a better job, or you're chopping them by hand, that's great. But I'm just going to pour this all in here. All right. Opening up this sugar, and as you can see, it's organic cane sugar. I got that at Walmart. I'm going to use a half a cup of that. Okay. And now that our cranberries and orange juice are boiling, we're going to figure out how to turn this down. Oh, look at that, it's got numbers. Okay, we're going to pour all this stuff in. All these ingredients. Stir them in. If you look on the back of the cranberry bag, it always says to use 1 cup of sugar, but I only use a half a cup because we're using fresh squeezed orange juice, and there's a lot of sugar, natural sugar in orange juice. Okay. All right, here come the secret ingredients. As soon as I can find my measuring cups. We're going to put in, we're going to start out with 1 heaping teaspoon of sriracha. I'm going to put in a half teaspoon of cloves. This is pretty potent stuff. I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon to make sure everything tastes like Thanksgiving. But my other secret ingredient is black pepper. And you can get the organic kind that's already ground. I just like to use slightly bigger chunks for cranberry sauce. And the way that this works is that I'm probably going to put in 2 teaspoons. What do you know? Okay, so I taste as I go, which I'm going to encourage you to do. Dang. Okay, we're going to turn this way down. Everything was boiling, and we're going to turn it way down and cook it for 10 minutes. And that's it. Now you can clean up or go watch a video game. So people always have the funniest stories from the holidays. So in the comments section, I would love to hear your funniest Thanksgiving story, or maybe one of the funniest recipe disasters that has happened during Thanksgiving, either when you were a child or now, or whatever. So please put that in the comments section below, because I would love to get a laugh out of it, and I'm sure we all have our stories. The only one that I remember is that you can see that my girlfriend has these pulls on her cabinets, and they kind of extend out. So I used to live in Southern California a million years ago, and I didn't pack much in the way of clothes, but I had this denim skirt that had snaps all the way down the front. And so on Thanksgiving Day, I was helping my mother in her kitchen, and of course wearing my denim skirt, and the family members began to arrive, and I didn't realize it, but I had been leaning against a cabinet, and something on my denim skirt got caught on the cabinet, and when I turned to walk away to go open the door, my skirt unbuttoned all the way down and fell to the floor. And I was just standing there kind of like in my underwear and my dressy California shoes. So that was our big Thanksgiving laugh, or my most memorable moment for a laugh on Thanksgiving. I want to know what yours is too. All right, we're just going to check our cranberry sauce and make sure that it's cooking down correctly, which it is. I'm going to stir it a little bit. And of course, you know, I like to taste as I go. And so you can see it's starting to thicken up. But, you know, when it's done, it won't be totally thick. And we're going to put it into a container and refrigerate it, and then it will gel up at that time. Yep. This is a little spicier than most cranberry sauce, but it's way, way, way better. Okay, our 10 minutes is up. And now that the cranberry sauce is done, we'll take a look at it. It's kind of like thickened up. We're going to go ahead and put it into a glass bowl, let it cool, and you can chill it in the fridge and transfer it into something fancier if you take it for Thanksgiving. But this is it. It's very simple. It's a 10 or 15 minute process, and we're done. There we go. So you can see how it's not gelled yet, but it will be. You make sure you get all of that nice brown sauce, because that's what's got all of the spicy flavors in it. You're going to really impress your friends and family with this. Okay. Okay. There we go. I'm going to get some of the heat out. I don't like to put things in the fridge that are like super hot. Let's taste this. Oh yeah. So we're just going to let it chill or cool down a little bit and then put it in the fridge, chill it. I recommend that you not only take this to wherever you're going for Thanksgiving, because you will be very impressive, but I also recommend that you prepare this for yourself and eat a couple of scoops for breakfast every day. Cranberries are superfruits. They're very, very good for you. And if this is a little bit too spicy, you know, you can take the sriracha out. You can not put the cloves in and all of that. It's still very good made with fresh squeezed orange juice. But I highly recommend that you buy several bags of cranberries, pop them in the freezer, and you know, make yourself cranberry sauce at least once a month. So I'm going to cover this and put it in Teresa's fridge, and I want to say thank you again for letting us use her fancy new kitchen. And what's really kind of awkward is rummaging through her cabinets trying to find something to cover this with, but I think I've got it down. And then we're going to pop this in her fridge for a little bit. Thanks again for watching Clueless Cooking 101. Hope your cranberry sauce turns out great. Now, I want to say to you, have a fabulous Thanksgiving, and don't be afraid to show off, because your cranberry sauce is going to be fabulous. Now, if you will subscribe to Clueless Cooking 101 and like and make some comments, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks, and once again, happy Thanksgiving.